Energy Manager. This is the video game Energy Manager. And today what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on my windmills. I think that this area is probably where I have the most reliable wind power. This is a we don't want the 2.4. This is a 1.0. And look at the graph, very consistent. The nominal is 10 meters per second, which is very low. So that's the 1 megawatt. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to look at some of the other windmills that I have. This is an 850. You can see that it's running at 50 to 60%. That's an 850. Running at the same. This is a 1 megawatt. Notice that it's not running well. The other 1 megawatt, the M105 onshore, was far more consistent. So I'm going to go back here just to double check. It's 105 onshore. So I think the power here in the New York City area is going to be better. And this is a 700. Yeah, it's okay. This one is a 500. Not doing so good. These numbers are not good. 700. Nothing special. It's got a high nominal. That's got a high nominal. $850. It's better. Now this one is the 1 megawatt. I probably already checked it. That's interesting. The numbers look different. Or maybe that's the only one. It says 1 megawatt. Okay, so according to this, this is a 1 megawatt M105. And this is the exact same one. According to what I'm seeing, Western Long Island, Nassau County, is doing better than Eastern Long Island. So I'm going to put all of my windmills in this area. First of all, I got these 3. I'm just going to confirm that they're not putting out. This is a 1.5. This is very low. It's not even getting to a third. It's got a high nominal. I'm just going to sell it. Got to turn it off. Sell it. And there it goes. This over here is a 1.0, which is the same one as in New York City. It's going nowhere near as good as the one in New York City, and it's got the same nominal. This one's gone. What do we got here? We've got a 2.4. It's not doing that well, so I'm selling this one too. They better give me a lot of cash for it. Okay, so I sold 3 of them. I'm going to come over here and I'm gonna place 3. Was it Western Long Island? Yes, Western Long Island. Okay, so I'm going to go to units. I am going to go to wind. I am going to look for. No, that we don't do those. The 20, the 14, the 16, the 11. This is going to be double. The cut-in is very low. That's really good. The nominal is 11. I'm just going to have to take it. And then I'm going to buy another one. Which is the H200 onshore. I highly recommend it. Well, we're going to find out if it's worth it or not. Oh, that's not good. Okay. These have a low subsidy, 39% is not that bad. But we don't want the 39%. We want this one over here, which is 42%. It's a little bit better. So you've got to have the storage over here. This is a 100. It's going to take a day to charge. Over here I've got the 2.5. So I'm going to put something large over here in the corner. I guess I'm going to put the 5. It's a lot of cash. Okay, I'm going to put, let's see what we got here. That's a 100 and it takes a day to charge. So maybe I don't need a 100. Maybe I can go with something a little bit smaller. No, that's the wrong one. I got to go to chemical. Maybe I could get away with a 500 or 2 500s. I think it'll be fine. I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to build it. I'm going to take this. I will turn it off. Hit reconnect. And then I connect to here and connect. Then bring it back online. So I got 2 more, right? What do we got here? A 25. I can sell this one. It's a 100, a 100, a 100, and a 100. So that one reaches over. That one reaches over. That one reaches over. So this is a 100. I need to get rid of it. It's got some value. Go to storage. It's probably this one here. Probably not that one there. Okay, you know what? Just to make life easy, I am just going to sell it, and I'm going to take a loss on the energy. Maybe I could go to the exchange. I don't know which one it is. Okay. That one's gone. So now I am going to go to here and see under pending. I've got something that I already paid for. And I am going to build it right here near Jones Beach. Going to reconnect to this one. And then turn it on. So I want to put one more down, but I'm going to have to get rid of one of these batteries. So I'm going to try this one here. And then I'm going to sell this. The larger windmills can reach further away. So I'm going to go to units, I'm going to go to production, I'm going to go to wind. I'm going to look for the 2.0. Which is right here. And I'm going to put it right here. Not letting me put it. There it is. And then I'm going to reconnect it to here. Oh, I can't connect it to there. Reconnect it to here and then turn it on. So this is running at 1.7. That's really good. And that's at 1.7 and that is at 1.7. You've got a 150, a 200, a 150, 200. That's a 100. Long time to charge. Okay, so I'd like to move these. I'm going to have to put them and see if he can reconnect. No, it's too far from him. And it's too far for him also. Okay, so the options are, these look different. That's a 2, don't tell me I bought the wrong one. That's a 2 megawatt. And that's a 2 megawatt, okay. So they're doing better than the 2.4. Isn't that crazy? And the nominal for this is 11. It's always going to do better. Okay, so I am going to turn this off. Go to details. And I'm going to sell it. I'm going to do one at a time because there might be a situation where it won't let me buy anymore. It might say it's out of stock. So I'm looking for the 2 megawatt. Put it right here. And then I'll reconnect to perhaps that one. Already at 1.7, that's really nice. I am going to turn this off, go to details, and I am going to sell this, and then I'm going to go to units, production, wind power, and I'm going to scroll down for the 2 megawatt because it's got the best cut-in and the best nominal. And I'm going to build it right over here. Build it right over here. I'm going to do a reconnect up to here. Doing pretty good. The output's pretty good on that. So, someone is asking, which is the best game? Airline Manager, Energy Manager, Shipping Manager. Well, there's actually another game that they make called Train Manager, and they have obviously Skyhaven. Airline Manager 4 is probably the best game. I spent a long time playing that game, like 2 years. There's a lot of depth to the game. Energy Manager is still under development. However, it's pretty good. There's a lot of depth to Energy Manager, but I don't think you're going to spend 2 years playing it. I think in 6 months, you're going to finish the game. Shipping Manager is very basic, and I don't really recommend. Well, obviously, you want to give it a shot. You're probably not going to like it very much. And then the other game is Train Manager, and Train Manager is pretty good. In Train Manager, you know, I played it for a couple of months, but I've also hit a point where I've accomplished most of what I can get. I don't know if you can buy points in Train Manager. Some of the games you can't. So I would go Airline Manager 4, Energy Manager, Train Manager, and then Shipping Manager. And Skyhaven is a nice game, but there's a couple issues with it that make it so it's not that fun. Okay, so the issue here, I want all of these windmills, but I want to get rid of these over here. I'm going to have to get rid of the storage units. This is a 500. I'm going to buy a 500. I'm going to go into chemical. I'm going to buy a 500. This is right there. It says max connections 6. This one only has 4. Oh, it says 5 connected. For some reason, I thought it wouldn't let me connect another one. I hate it when it does this. The reason why it did that is because my mouse has extra buttons on the thumb. And it logs you out of the game. What a great feature. So I'm going to get back to those windmills. But I also want to check fuel pricing. This one I could top off, not that cheap. Oh, this is really good. $9. I might just sell all of my energy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell all of my energy, and the reason why is because I want to get the emissions at $9. And I'm doing one at a time because it increases the chance you get points. It looks like I got 3 points. I don't know when I did, but I'm only doing it for the ones that have the higher price. For the ones with the lower price, I am going to use the cross-grid discharging. See, I can get it at 17. This one's even better. So I'm selling everything, and eventually my emissions will go up. But not right now. It's going to take a couple minutes. 284, we got a 712. .5. My cash is really climbing. $8. I think I said I went up 3 points. It was actually 4 points. And I occasionally check to see if you can buy, and currently you cannot. There's also research available, so I'm going to check the research. And increase grid limit. That's what I want. Okay. What do you got here? These are going to be discharging, so I can't really do anything yet. And I don't know if I hit the grid limit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's see if it gives any information about the grid limit. It says 550. Doesn't have any information. I'm going to do my auctions. How do you get the information about the grid? Is it here? Doesn't say anything about the grid limit. I'm pretty sure if I try to drop something on there, it's not going to let me, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. I got to sell something. That's a 700. I'm going to sell the 700. And I'm going to go to wind power under production. I'm going to look for a 2 megawatt. Oh, it is going to let me build one. And then reconnect it to here. And then turn it on. This looks smaller. That's a 2. Going to turn on some of the plants. Guess I'm not. It's going to take a while before I can sell these. %. I think I got to keep it because I want the cross grid discharging from these other grids. So I might have to wait before I can upgrade the rest of these windmills. Or you know what? Maybe I could pull it off. This is what do I got here? This is a 1.0. And that's a 700. I'm going to sell the 700. Go to wind. I'm going to buy the 2 megawatt, which is one of the best ones. You know, I'm going to have to put it over here. I didn't want to. But, you know, I'll get to do a comparison. Well, we're going to find out right now. 1.466 is pretty good compared to 1.694. So I think I am going to continue to sell all of these. This is just the 10. I can put 2 more over here in this area. Got to check the connection limit. It is 4 for the 100. That's a 500. I'm going to sell this. I'm going to sell this. You got to turn it off, and then you go sell it. Okay, I am going to buy. I'm going to go to production. I'm going to go to wind. Build unit. Reconnect. Put it over here, and then connect, and then turn it on. This one has too many connected to it, so I'm going to disconnect this one. Going to check the charge time. That is 1 day. That is 1 day, and that is 4 hours. I'm going to take this, I'm going to sell it, and then I'm going to go to units and production. I'm going to go to wind. Very low stock. And then I'm going to do reconnect. I'm going to connect it to here and then turn it on. Check the charge time, 1 day. So I'm concerned about this one. It's says 4 hours, right? So I'm going to put this one back to where it was over here. Check the charge time, 22 hours, 2 days, $4 hours. How can it be 4 hours? Okay, I'm going to check again. We got 22 hours. You want to balance them out. 1 day, 5 hours. We'll turn this off. I'm going to reconnect to here. Bring it back online. This one says 8 hours, 23 and 22. I'm going to do one more. On. So this is now 17 hours and this is 18 hours. So now it's a little bit more balanced out. Now I got the issue where I can't buy it's out of stock. I bought the last one. But I don't want to buy the other ones because they're not going to generate as much power, so why buy them? Well, it says I can buy one. So I'm going to give a shot with the 2.4. And this is not a good idea. I already know this is a bad idea. It's doing 1.1 because this one's a 2.4 and there's not enough energy for that one, and that's a better grid. So there's a chance later I'm going to sell that one. It's no big deal. But there is something that I could do. I would like to buy more solar plants. You see that my emissions have gone up. Okay, so this one has high wear, which means I have to do the maintenance repair. I'm going to guess that the other ones are discharging because everything should be fueled. fuel cost is not good right now. And I'm still going to get that $9 cost. Only a little bit of emissions, but I'm going to keep an eye on the emissions over the next 7 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to buy some solar plants. Maybe I'm not going to do it today, but I am going to buy some solar plants. The other thing I could do is I could put the 1 megawatts over here. I'm going to put the 1 megawatts. And I'm going to sell this one. So now, oh, it has to be disconnected. Going to sell this. So now I can put 2 more plants over here. But, you know, it's going to get 1.2. It's not going to get 1.5. Look up wind. Yeah, I might as well just go for the 1.0, you know. Oh, it says very low stock. So maybe I can buy those. Okay, so I am going to sell this one. Going to go here, going to go to production, going to go to wind, go down to the, oh, now it says out of stock. I thought it said very low stock. Just for the hell of it, I'm going to buy 2.8. Yeah, look at that. It's only doing 750. It's going to be a while before I'll be able to buy the good one, which is the 2.0. So I'm going to sit on it, and I'm just going to have to wait. I'm going to check these before I move on. It says 18, 18, 16. That's pretty good. You got here, you've got it's a 1.5. It's got a high nominal, and then this is the good one. Doesn't have good wind speed right now. He doesn't have good wind speed either. It's a 2.4. Doesn't look that great. These are all 2.4s. That 2.8 must be new. Oh, looks like I got one here. He isn't doing anything. That's a new one. The only other place to build windmills is this area here. Doesn't look like it's doing anything right now. So I think I'm done with the windmills for now. I could try the Cape Cod area. Or I could just drop them down over here and hope for the best. I am going to be doing the solar farm over here, and oh look, that's a long time. And I'm going to be doing more boats for drilling. No more CO2. How could it be so low? I guess it just wasn't enough. So obviously I also have to upgrade some of the oil and coal power plants. These are all 150, 250. There's a couple 75s in here. That one's a 75. So I could dump this one and replace it with the gigawatt, for example. The gigawatt I might even have enough money for. Yeah, I got enough money for the gigawatt. You ready? I'm going to buy it. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to go into production, fossil, and I'm going to get the gigawatt. Going to connect it to here. Going to transfer fuel. And then I'm going to, I don't know if I want to power it up yet. That's expensive. That's kind of expensive. That went up to 70. Okay, it's ready to be powered up. I didn't activate it. Who turned it on? So it takes an hour and a half to charge, and that's with the largest battery. And I really only check once or twice per day. So that means it's always going to be charged. Got to keep the game open because I got to keep an eye on that. Okay, so the next project going to go into the discussion forum, and I'm looking for tips. Okay, what do we got here? I'm going to do charging tips. It takes 1.5 hours for a 1 gigawatt coal plant to fully charge a 500 megawatt storage unit. So I just want to make sure I got all the units correct. The plant is 1 gigawatt and the storage is 5 GWH. You can increase connection limits using research. Try to balance your storage input so they charge in the same amount of time. Okay, so I think I got everything else taken care of for today. The rest will be for tomorrow. I am going to keep this open because I got a few more that need to turn on. I don't think I'm going to... I did check a weather map and Colorado had the best wind. It was really good. Very high numbers. It was like in the 40s. So I'm probably going to never make it there. It's just too far away. You have to go out to this area and never make it. Okay, that's it for today. Don't forget, if you have any questions, you can go to the discussion forum at cheapbooks.cc. I also have a Facebook page for Energy Manager. You can post any questions here. I read all the questions and I answer most of them. And obviously you can put any questions in the chat before I disconnect. And I am going to be playing Airline Manager 4, Train Manager, etc. and the other games, but not right now. Probably tomorrow night I'm going to be playing one of the other games. That's it for tonight. I'm going to check my grid before I go. It looks like there's one more. that's 2 more. And that's it. Okay, that's it. And I will see you